Hello, YouTubers. I wanted you to look with me through my Filofax. I wanted to share a little bit of information with you. This is Ebony Ivy Time at blogspot.com. I have to say this is my first Filofax uh, update since I purchased my Saffiano, and I absolutely love it. It's taken me a few weeks to really get into it and to kind of fix it the way I wanted it to be, but I'm ready, so let's take a look. First of all, I want you to look at the quality of it. It is very sturdy. You can see that I have it packed. It is absolutely stuffed with everything that I could possibly think of that I would want to have in it. And I haven't left much as far as space is concerned. I like the idea, besides of having the Filofax and the organization, I like Project Life. My problem is that being the multitasker that I am, I just don't have time for everything. So everything in one place is my motto. So let's see what we can do here. First of all, as I open it up, you're going to see several things that I want to make sure that I pay close attention to. First of all, you'll notice that there is a very nice flap here for anything that you may want to put as of this moment. I don't have anything there, but I can certainly slide papers or stickers, or actually, if I were just carrying this, I could really put a checkbook or money in that area and it would be secure. You notice that kind of what I've used it for is my place for my blinged out paper clips. Let me get a little closer so that you can take a look at those. Nikki at Home with Nikki gave me the idea of blinging out my paper clips rather than just having normal every day. Well, why not have a little glam to it? So I've done that. You'll see my little post-it notes, which I use all the time. So they're there as well. I have a nice pen, nice size pen, and it doesn't interfere with operation of my binder. Now, here, this is my name, and I have a name divider. My name divider was done by Vanessa Scott Rivera, and she has a Facebook page as well as she's on Etsy. And all you have to do is send her the information that you want your divider to say. It doesn't necessarily have to have your name, it could have something related to your site. And she's also located at myprettyphilo.bigcartel.com. That's Vanessa Scott Rivera. She did a really nice job. Not only did I send her name, but I gave her a few updates as to kind of what I wanted, the colors that I wanted, and she was very gracious and provided that for me. Um, I've been looking for somewhat of a logo for my website, and I tell you, I love this particular uh, image that I found. It's Ebony, Ivy, and Time. That's me. And actually, I sent my picture to Tatiana Vogt at Love Teacup Kisses at Etsy, and she put together this image with my picture. And as you can see, we've got the ivy, we've got the time. I'm an ebony girl, and I'm a lover of water, beach, and all things beach, so to speak. So, anyway, she did a great job. I am so pleased with how it turned out. So, needless to say, I'm going to keep it right here, and it makes me happy. Now, let's continue on. As you know, as a fellow filofaxer, that we are always working toward better organization. For me, I'm still working on where I want things in my Filofax. So you're going to notice that I have post-it notes in certain places as we go. My dividers I did myself, and just using some nice pretty paper, and covered the dividers that came with my Filofax. Gave it a little color. This is your the year at a glance calendar from Filofax for 2014. Now, I also have 2015 that's present as well. This is just kind of a fly leaf. Now, what I have not decided upon is what my monthly calendar is going to look like. I don't have it in here, and when I do, I'll have to work out the rest of my Filofax as to what's going to go in there. Some things that will have to go. Now you're going to see that in this, as the weeks went by, I added pictures of things that happened during the week that I enjoyed, whether it's my daughter, whether it's time with my grandchildren, whatever the case may be. So this is the weekly section of my Filofax. I purchased and received my Saffiano in June. As you can see, there's June. And I did not put the rest of the year in this particular Filofax. I just put from June to the end of the year. And I thought that was enough. So, as you can see, I've stuck in some of my fun pictures along the way and personal things that have happened with graduations and those kind of things. And you can see a little bit of decorating that's gone along the way. And as we flip through, I'm going to go back to closer to where we are at this point. I had my grandchildren here for the summer, so I still have a few of their pictures and things that are present in my, what I call my project life of things that I've gotten into. As time went by, some weeks I had more time to spend in decorating and, making things fun, but I loved it. I loved being able to add those little touches all throughout the month of these summer months. So as you can see, we went to the movie. I had my movie tickets, talked about what the movie was, and continued on from there. Now, as we get closer, this week coming up is my daughter's anniversary. So I thought I would add some of her bridal pictures in there. We had the shower. This was their card that they mailed to everyone to announce the engagement. And of course, these are just some pictures of the wedding itself and the wedding day. So I think once a teacher, always a teacher. So needless to say, when it's close to the start of school, and it certainly may be in your particular neck of the woods, you are going to have a calendar. You need a calendar so that you know when the kids are in and when they're out, if nothing else for the sake of driving. Now, in my case, I have my grandchildren every day. I get them to go take them to school, and I have the baby during the day. So I need a way to be able to keep up with everything. Beginning in September, I'm going to have my little granddaughter with me. So I have a little chart that I can keep up with things that happen throughout the day just to update her mom and dad as they go home. Now, let me flip back. And this is the home section where we talk about projects and any little special notes that may need to go along the way. A place for grocery list. Here's one of my grocery lists. There's a fly leaf just in case I need to stick something in there. But there's my grocery list. And I have all the grocery list pages in there. I have stickers. Also, this pocket is for receipts. And I purposely, like I said, I have not labeled anything permanently yet because there's always a possibility that it may change. So that's why you're not seeing it. I also placed in this section, I'm going to participate in the 30 days of list. And so I put that information in my notebook, in my planner, so that I could keep up with it. Now, you'll notice that I have this little art page that's here, and that's something my granddaughter did for me. So absolutely, I have to keep that in there. So that's why that's there. I have a section for contacts, and I'm not going to expose that particular section, but just so that you can see. I also have a card section in there that you can use for credit cards. It's actually a credit card holder, but what I do with it is that I put any cards that I may be given by other people who I need to make contact with, any of my contacts, and of course I keep quite a few of my cards in there as well that I can share. I decided this year that I was going to have a section that said babies for my baby checklist since I'm going to be keeping my granddaughter. And I developed a little note page to be able to put right information out as the day goes by. That's nice to have for the end of the week for your family. The next section is an important one to me. This is one for finance. And when you have your planner, you really do need to have things in a convenient place. You shouldn't have to go and get another book and look for another item to do what you need to do. So for me, one-stop shop. I have my finances, and in that section I have a little flyleaf just in case there's something extra that I need to put in. I have a year, actually this is a 2-year calendar that's in there. And then I have, let's see if I can get this open. I have a financial record page. It kind of list. I'm kind of holding it back because what's on there isn't relevant, but it gives the date, the particular merchant, the amount that you were paying, and your grand totals along the way, or you can even total how much you've paid based to that particular merchant for the year. So those pages are kept in here as well. Now, I included in here, and this is the part I'm kind of debating with as to whether or not I have my blog worksheets in here. And I haven't decided. This is my introduction to my Saffiano and Saffiano. So the Filofax meets Project Llife. And so that's what we're doing today. Project Llife meets Filofax, or Filofax meets Project Llife. I also, myself, along with several other people, run the coffee shop at my church. So I have a section there for the coffee shop so that I'm able to keep up with any receipts or any numbers that I need for the coffee pots, the numbers that need to be that I may need to call if something needs repairing, depending upon what that may be. Now you can see that at the end I do have a envelope here where I can keep extras. I'm a Kentucky girl, so you'll see I have horses from the Derby, and in here I have my stickers that I use along the way for my planner. So, and I also have a little notebook. I took some of the pages out of the notebook because it was way too thick. With it back here and everything else in the planner, it was just going to be too much. I have to tell you, at first, it took me a little while to really get into the transfer from a daytimer over to the Filofax. But now that I'm here, baby, this is the only thing that I will probably use. This is very sturdy. This strap that you see is extremely sturdy, and you can see how much, because it actually sits up, how many things that I have in there. And in spite of all of that, I am able to close it without a lot of problem. Even with a pen, I can still close it, and I'm trying to do this with one hand while I shoot. And if I can do it with one hand, then this is a great organizer. Thanks for paying a lot of attention and for listening. This is an organizer you will want to have. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and be a part of the journey through Filofax, through those things that are home that you need for managing and keeping your family happy. Thanks a lot. I'll see you soon. Be blessed.